the shortcut, the hack. And if you came here looking for that, you won't find it. The shortcut is a lie. The hack doesn't get you there. And if you want to take the easy road, it won't take you to where you want to be. Stronger, smarter, faster, healthier, better. Free. To reach goals and overcome obstacles and be the best version of you possible will not happen by itself. It will not happen cutting corners, taking shortcuts, or looking for the easy way. There is no easy way. There is only hard work, late nights, early mornings, practice, rehearsal, repetition, study, sweat, blood, toil, frustration, and discipline. Discipline. There must be discipline. 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 There must be discipline. 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 There must be.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's true. It's true. There must be discipline. There must. There just must. There must. There must. Without it, we're lost. Without it, we're lost, brothers and sisters. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about discipline and other things related to being a optimal, useful, functional human in this wonderful excuse me, crazed dystopia that is this week. This week, what a week! What a crazy week! What a beautiful week! Well, excuse me, and yeah, I'm a bit ill, but that's fine. We get after it, regardless, rain or shine. It is raining. It is raining. It's torrential. It's torrential in Los Angeles and has been all week. And this is mystifying some of the locals. I was on a metro yesterday, and it stopped halfway along. Halfway along the journey, the metro stopped and said, right, get off the train. Go fend for yourselves. People were very upset. There's this one guy. He looked like... he's kind of... How would you describe him? He's kind of like... He would have been at his prime when Cameron was like the biggest rapper in the game. You know, he's like big baggy jeans, like massive like jersey type guy, and he's going, "These crackers controlling the weather. These crackers controlling the weather. Don't let them tell you they ain't controlling the weather. They controlling the weather." And he's really angry. He's not even joking. He's really angry. It don't rain for 5 days in California. It don't rain for 5 days in California. He was going nuts, and then someone else down the end of the train was like, "You right, brother, you right, they control the weather." I hadn't heard that one. I'd forgotten about the weather controlling stuff. I mean, I know they can. They've been able to do it since the 40s. But it's kind of interesting that it rains 5 days in LA, and it's like, right, it's the government. Hey, maybe it is. I don't know. What do I know? All I know is I've got a functional soundboard. Sort of. Did that work? Okay, we got like a little ratchet temporary soundboard situation going on here. That's nice. So that will keep us in sounds for the duration of this broadcast.
Akira.
Oh yeah.
Akira.
He's got clout.
Nice. Hey, how about that? Well, I'd like to say welcome to everybody. Welcome to everybody. This is Thursday. It's the Thursday broadcast. It's Ask Akira on a Thursday, broadcasting live from Don Studios in the heart of beautiful downtown Los Angeles. I'm looking out my window. People are scurrying around with umbrellas. I'm on the 11th story. It's great. You get a good perspective. People look like ants. And yeah, welcome here. If this is your first time, welcome. Lovely to have you. This is a beautiful community. I'm very proud of this community, and yeah, I'd just like you to feel welcome. So take your shoes off, sit on something that looks cozy. Don't sit on the cat. Well, you can sit on the cat. That's fine. And, just chill. Just relax. Just enjoy. It's a beautiful place. These are some beautiful people we got here. Look at all these beautiful people. Look at all these beautiful people. Valentin Krasgelman. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering your name. I'm glad you were the first, though. First in the room. Bad you. Text you can't live without. You were here early, too. Damn straight, baby. It's Akira time. What up, Lionel Mandrake says, love you, dude. That's nice. My improvement journey started by reading 12 Rules for Life. That's a book by a guy called Jordan Peterson. I've heard of him. Then listening to your album probably over 100 times by now. I've loved the latest record song. I can't wait for more.
Akira the Don.
We kicked off this show with a little preview of something from the Jocko album. The Jocko album drops next week. Yes, it does. I've been working very hard to make sure that this is true, that it drops next week, and you'll have seen the second single dropped on Monday with a fantastic music video that was made possible by the contributions of some of the more fitness-minded, shall we say, members of the wave riding community, members of the MEANINGWAVE world. These are people who've been DMing me recently, and it's lots of people. It's like a lot of people who run gyms and fitness programs and things of that nature, and also people who've been getting in that direction. Shouts out to Comic Book Girl 19. She went very hard and shot herself like reciting like the whole song while doing what'd you call that? Doing that.
Akira the
That
Don.
was impressive. And yeah, shouts out to everyone who helped make that video. That was great, and I'm looking forward to making more videos and making them more and more interesting and sort of just full visual experiences that convey the emotion of the record. That's what we're trying to do, and together I think we can do it. I think we can. What up, Mexican Jumping Bean? What up, Carl Wiggum? Where's everybody at, by the way? Where is everybody? We need to know. I need to know where you are. I need to know where you are. We need to get a handle on what kind of a broadcast this is. Is this a local broadcast? Is this a what is this? What is this? Where is everybody? What up, YouTube hero Alex? He says, ditch Patreon recently, but still want to support the Don. Join the Subscribe Star. And left a link to Subscribe Star. And then someone else said, Subscribe Star isn't accepting any new users to sign up till they figure out how to disperse funds. Yeah, that was the case, but I believe now they're working, or at least they emailed me a couple of days ago and said, yours is one of the first channels we're making work, so it's working. They said it's working. Let me know if it's working. Try it out. Why not try it out? Subscribe Star Akira the Don. We are still on Patreon, and we're going to stay on Patreon for the time being. There are people on Patreon who are supporting us there, and we very much appreciate that support. Shouts out to Dr. Peterson, who deleted his Patreon this week. He was getting $33,000 a month, and he deleted that. But to be fair, he sold 2 million books this year, so he can do that. And what is it Joe Rogan said? If you have fuck you money and you don't say fuck you, who will? That's right. But yeah, we're on Patreon, so you can support us on Patreon and subscribe to and various other addresses, and you can buy albums and buy merch and all these things. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to be alive. You can directly support your favorite creators in all sorts of ways.
Akira the
Right
Don.
now, they haven't shut everything down yet. I know they're on it. The powers that be are in full-blown panic mode and just kind of like overplaying their hands in every area possible. But we'll talk more about that later. It's very entertaining. Mexican Jumping Bean, it says, I'm going to make a dessert and call it Akira the Flan. Okay. You can have the pause button too. What up, Carl Wiggum? What up, Graveyard Goons? Gang. What up, Tom Bagiotas? Yeah. YouTube hero Alex says, I was expecting a Herc cameo by the thumbnail. Maybe you still will get one. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Carl Wiggum, I missed the last few. Love that you're between two ferns. Yeah, I'm between two. This is a spider plant, and this is, I guess, a fern, right? I guess so. And yes, you know, my actual plan for this studio was always to have it like a jungle. I want to like grow vines over all the piping and stuff. You can't actually see it. I should give you a tour of the studio one of these days. I really should. Benjamin Belmont says masculinity is awesome. You're right. You're right. Masculinity is awesome. Without masculinity, there would be nothing. What a stupid... Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Oh, my Lord. What up, Homer? Hi, all. What up, Robin Zero? What up, Carl Wiggum? What up, The Ace in Space? What up, Jay Wiley? What up, Gus Tyler Bush? Oh, Sean Lee. Teresa the Kid. Hey. Says, got my husband a new laser for Valentine's Day. We kind of take V-Day a bit seriously here. A laser? A laser? What kind of laser? Like a... What kind of laser? Teresa the Kid says, people send their Valentine's Day cards here to be postmarked from all over the world. I'm pretty sure we're a month early on this. It's only January 17th. We're still in January, man. We're still making plans and shit. We're, damn, Valentine's Day. Okay, fine. Tom Baggio says, Akira, can you please turn the sound up? I'm cooking and my phone is on max. I think it's up as high as I can get it. Hang on. Let's see what we can do. Here we go. All right, let's turn the mic up a bit more. How about this? How's that? Is that better? Yo. Let me know if that's better. And yeah. And thank you for your advice. Yeah. Tom was listening to Joe Rogan Entertainment just before. Is much louder, but just as clear. Yeah, funny that, Joe Rogan with his multi-million-dollar studio. Funny that. I wonder how that's possible. Where's my young Jamie? God damn it. Get after it. I got in here 2 hours early today, right? I was like DJing last night. Right, it's pissing down with rain, but I was like, no, I've got to get in here early and make sure shit works, because there's been too many technical problems plaguing this broadcast. So I got in early, and I'm pretty sure everything... I mean, I managed to cobble together a soundboard. I did. And now with your help, you seem to have better volume. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Where is everybody? I need to know where everyone is. Did you already tell me? I wasn't paying attention. I was like going back. Anyway, tell me where you are. Where are you? Tell me again if you already told me. Nicholas Demorius. Akira, didn't anyone tell you us crackers actually control the weather via the InfoWars studio? Oh, okay. There you go. Shouts out to Muse, by the way. Muse used to be like really big Alex Jones fans to the point. Didn't they name an album InfoWars or something? They had like a whole album and it was just like Alex Jones lyrics. But I guess something happened, and now they're woke. So yeah, they switched. They switched from red pill to woke. It's funny. It
Akira the Don.
But anyway. Ooh, wow, there's a new button. I didn't even know I had that. Being a cracker is not a crime. Says Carl Wicked. Here's the kids of chemtrails. We haven't had a snow more than an inch this year in Colorado. Really? No snow in Colorado. I thought that was the whole point of Colorado. Well. Nicholas Demorius, don't sit on the cat. Akira 2019 is infinite wisdom. Thank you. Benjamin, bump your mic. Is this an old comment? Are we happy now? Shall I get nearer in the comments? Okay, fine. Yo, okay, yes. What? I need to stop reading the chat while I'm trying to speak. Where Vladimir Metlovs is in Latvia, boy. Shouts out to Latvia. Eke Homer is in Brittany, France. Boulangerie, Patisserie, Passe-moi le goddamn baguette, s'il vous plaît. Gang. Woo! Yeah. Aren't thou glad? Is that milk or water? It's vodka. Yeah. Nice. Apparently, wife just texted me saying the soundboard is much louder than the mic. Oh man, one of these flipping days. Where are we? You're soft again, your mic. Oh my lord. Really, level's good. What? Let me make your mind up. Anyway, whatever. People are in places. Folkestone UK. TH is in Folkestone UK. Yo, shouts out to you. Shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to everybody. Wherever you are. New York, done at 1804. Nice. Yeah. Well, let's get that international high five on the road. Aim for the elbow. Pull back. There you go. There you go. There you go. That was the international high five, and that means we're ready to go. We're ready to get rocking. What up, Andrew in Toronto? What's going on? Yeah, we're here. This is water. This is water. Not that I'm adverse to milk, although I did quit coffee this week, and I'm suffering for it. I have a massive headache. It feels like there's a clamp on it, like drilling a bolt directly through my brain. But my coffee consumption had rocketed. I was on about 3 a day, and I was drinking cappuccinos, which is a lot of milk, I guess. Anyway, so I stopped just to see if I could, because I'm trying to, be in control of my systems and my body and my decisions and things. And obviously, coffee had become a habit and an addiction, and I have to stay in control of this stuff. So I was like, all right, stop that. And now I'm suffering. But yeah, I mentioned that just because of the milk thing. I always every time you go get a coffee these days, it's like, what kind of milk? It's like, what the fuck? There's 1,800 different kinds of goddamn milk. It's like, not really. There's milk, and then there's stuff that pretends to be milk. You've got almond milk. Almonds are very nice, but almond milk is kind of stupid because it takes something ridiculous like 80 times more water to make a glass of almond milk than it would to make a glass of milk. Then people are like, oh, but it's mean because like the cows and what other animals drink other animals' milk? Man, that's just weird. And it's like, yeah, but what other animals have thumbs? Like, what other animals make spaceships? It's a stupid fucking comparison. And I made it before as well. Don't get me wrong. I've been guilty of coming out with stupid things. Stupid things have come out of my face in the course of my life, believe it or not. That's a thing that happens, But the idea is that as you get older, maybe less stupid things come out of your mouth because you think more and you experience more and you pay attention to what you experience and you derive lessons and you go, I was wrong about that because I've now seen this in my life. And that's why I don't understand people like Bernie Sanders. But anyway, Vadim's Metalos, what is water? What the hell is water? What the hell is water? What the hell is water? That's a very good question. Tom, what else do you need to quit, Akira? It's a good question. I'm sure there's a lot. I'm sure there's a great deal I need to quit. But, you got to do these things in increments. You can't be doing everything at once. One thing at a time, 1 or 2 things at a time. Otherwise you fail. You're doomed. Otherwise you will fail. I learned this in the past. I tried to quit all sorts of too many things too often. I find now if you just kind of focus on just like fixing a thing and turning that into a habit, then you can move on to the next thing, So that's what we're on right now. I'm on my 2nd day of no coffee. I did this, I haven't drunk any booze since October, and that's now completely normal. Did we talk about? I don't know. I only drank when I was out. But the problem is I was out like 4 nights a week DJing, And I was in this. I would drink when I was DJing, and I would think that was a normal. That it helps you get on a level. What was the thing I was telling myself? You need to be on the same level as the people you're playing for. And they're all drunk, so you should be drunk too. Again, that's stupid. That's stupid for lots and lots of reasons. But it does work. It works. But the problem is, as we all know, alcohol is a great drug, but the problem is it's a great drug. But nothing is free, man, and I got too much shit to do, and you be paying for every drink. You have a drink, it gives you this boost, it gives you some superpower, but then it extracts that shit from you on the back end. It takes a bunch the next day, but it's also cumulative, adds up. Anyway, I DJ sober these days, and I'm actually much better. I've reached new levels of competence and wizardry, and that's beautiful.
Akira the Don.
Sheba, avoid soy milk, said somebody just now. I saw that flash past. You like to think that would be obvious, but it's not. People don't realize. It's crazy. Avoid soy at all costs. Avoid soy. If I don't know if any of you shout out to everyone who's not on Twitter. I might have to give up Twitter, you know. Like, I've got this... I unfollowed thousands of people. I have a carefully pruned timeline of smart people or interesting people or wise people or whatever that I follow. I've changed my country of origin to Tokyo, city of origin to Tokyo, so I don't see trending topics. I just see Japanese hieroglyphs. I don't look at the moments section. I've done all of these things, but still the programming and the outrage and the horror seeps through somehow, and I still get this stuff. I saw that Peter advert yesterday. Peter's doing this ad series where they're pushing a lie, a complete lie, that being vegan will make you able to have more sex or something. And they've done this advert, and it's like this mad-eyed soy boy freak. Like, if you're gonna, like, I don't use that word. You know, I don't run around calling people soy boys, but if you were to look up the soy boy in Urban Dictionary, it would put a picture of this guy up. Like, it's this like mad-eyed, like ill-looking, like pasty-faced, undeveloped, like half-beard, like boy that never done a push-up in his life type guy. I don't know. And this mad-eyed, boggle-eyed freak of stuff dancing around, and he's got like vegetables where his penis should be, and then there's a whole bunch of people dancing around with vegetables where their penises should be, and it's really creepy. It's terrifying. It's horrible, and it's like some kind of like banging electro track. I suppose the idea is that it's some Benny Benassi thing or something. I don't know. It's terrifying and awful. I'm pretty sure by this point that Peter has got to be some kind of elaborate troll. It's got to be some kind of Chris Morris joke, because it's so beyond parody, everything this organization does, and I'm pretty sure it can't be bringing anyone to its cause by its actions. Everything it does seems to be the sort of thing that would alienate anyone with like a modicum of cognizance. Or maybe I'm just completely out of touch. Like, maybe I'm like, with all my, it's the best time to be alive and most people are good. Am I wrong? Is this actually an evil, hellish dystopia and most people are morons? No, that can't be true. I'd have to rearrange my whole framework if that was true. Hey, maybe I just need to fucking get us to stay off Twitter. Maybe Twitter is a lost cause. I don't know. We're going to talk more about this stuff later, ladies and gentlemen. Plot twist. Does Akira actually lose hope for humanity in this episode of Ask Akira?
Akira.
We shall see. Hey, AK Homer. Yo, Chris Morris. Not sure the Americans will know him. If you don't know Chris Morris was a satirist. Possibly the UK's finest satirist, certainly of the 90s, zeros era. And he used to have a radio show on BBC Radio 1. BBC Radio 1 is like pop radio, music radio. And he had a show on there. I don't know how he got it. And he used to do things like, he'd be doing his show, and it's just, if you were listening to it, you just assume it was a normal show. But then he'd do things like announce that the prime minister was dead, and then ring up famous people on air and ask them what they thought about it and stuff. And they would, oh my god, really? Whoa, da, da, da. There wasn't the internet in the same way then. He got sacked eventually because he just upset too many people. He had a show called Brass Eye, which was a sort of parody of news. And this was in the late 90s or something, or mid-90s, early, I don't know. It was a long time ago. And he'd have shows like, Peter-geddon, there's pedophiles everywhere, and new drug. What's the cake one? He was running around saying that there was an evil new drug called cake, destroying the youth. And he was going around talking to all these like celebrities and just getting them to expel the dangers of cake. And it was wonderful because, it just showed you how vapid and moronic these celebrities who you listen to for advice they would just sit there and read from a piece of paper and just not do any research and just believe what this guy just told them. And anyway, he was brilliant. He doesn't have a modern equivalent. There's a few Twitter accounts There's a few Twitter accounts. Titiana McGrath, I think it is actually some kind of modern equivalent, perhaps. But anyway, yeah, Chris Morris is brilliant. Go look up Chris Morris. He did incredible work. You might enjoy it. And he also did something that was actually, in a way, an influence for MEANINGWAVE a little. Not like a conscious one, but certainly subconscious. He used to have a radio show called Blue Jam, which was just like a strange audio adventure of kind of like weird avant-garde comedy, maybe creepy comedy, with kind of ambient music. The whole thing, it would be like a 45-minute like audio experience. It was very cool. I would look that up and listen to that if I was you. Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was a message from my wife, but it wasn't. Give me some of that drug, Gary Vercoons. Cake. YouTube hero Alex, Akira the Don, do you still accept Bitcoin donations? Your link isn't in the description. It should be. I don't know why it isn't. It should be. So, yes, I do. YouTube hero Alex will post that link, and I will add it back to the description. Bless up, Jake McKay. Yo, yeah. Who did the vegan video 420? It was Peter. Peter is a psyop, says Jay Wiley. Quite possibly. The question is, though, a psyop on who or what? And why? Alex Great 321 says, I stopped going on Twitter. It was genuinely making me depressed. Yeah. It can be, man. The problem is, one of the problems with Twitter, I've realized, even though I now follow a small selection of super smart people, the smartest of those people don't tweet all that much. Because, unless you have something of value to say, don't say anything. So the smartest people don't say that much. So you don't hear that much from them. What you do see is the people who have the notion that you should tweet for like minimum 40 times a day in order to build your brand. While some of what they say might be useful or is useful, in order to create that much content, what they tend to do is do a lot of reacting. Reacting is fatal. Reacting is one of our biggest problems. One of our biggest problems is this impulse to react unthinkingly and then to distribute that reaction. We grabbed the means of distribution. The means of distribution are ours, comrades. And what are we using them for? We're using them to react noisily, angrily, unthinkingly, immediately to everything that is presented to us. And this creates a whirlwind and an absolute cacophony of reaction. Unthought out, unthinking reaction. And that reaction itself becomes something to react to. That becomes the news. And then it's this goddamn dreadful, dreadful cycle. Yeah, man. That's one of the reasons you could be fooled into thinking this is not the best time to be alive in recorded human history. Because if you were just looking at all the reactions, you'd just be like, holy shit, everyone's freaking out all the time about something. This must be the most freaky time, the time in which most things to freak out about have ever happened. Not true. It's just really easy to do it. And it's a business, man. It's a business, man. Where was that quote? Landy Lodge. Akira, how do you suggest people better control their impulsive reactions to things they both like/dislike? Yo! This is what we need to be talking about. This is what we need to be talking about, god damn it. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted then by the chat. I need to not do that. See, so many things we have to be learning all the time. So many things. Now, where did it go? Here we are. Oh, shit. I'll have to read it off the other screen. This screen is gone. If you're watching this live, you'll see my back briefly. Yes. A tweet from one of those accounts that I mentioned that doesn't tweet that often, but makes it kind of worthwhile to be on Twitter. Oh, bloody hell. Polarization and conflict produce online engagement. Engagement is the object of desire for corporations, politicians, ruthless self-promoters. Our emotions are held captive by contrived controversies and phantom threats. Master your emotions, or they will serve other masters. Real shit. .gif. And yeah, that's real shit. That's real shit. .gif. Right there. And that's the thing, man. Master your emotions, or they will be held captive to others, man. They will be used by others. You will become a tool of they that wish to do creepy stuff, man. And they try and do some creepy ass stuff. That's the thing. That's why it's difficult, right? Because you're like, whoa, look at all this creepy stuff they're trying to do. What the hell? Rub, 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 rub. But you're just playing right into their hands, man. If you go rub, 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 you're playing right into their hands. You don't want to play into their hands because they got sticky hands, man. They creepy, sticky hands. They doesn't bear thinking about. So you want to stay out of their hands. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Scott Adams has got a good rule. Scott Adams is a smart cookie, and he has got a good rule. His rule, that's with regards to discussing things of a certain level, like school shootings and things like that, right? And his rule is that he has the 48-hour rule. So he waits 48 hours to make any kind of commitment of opinion or whatever, I believe it is. So that's a good idea. A good idea. 48 hours is a long time. And then you're like, oh, that is it. So you go, okay, if you say 48 hours, hypothetically, most outrages will have been forgotten in 48 hours. That's true. Most outrages will be forgotten in 48 hours. They'll certainly be forgotten in a week. A lot of outrages will be forgotten within hours these days. It depends what the new outrage is, you know. So, you know, this week, for example, what happened this week? A bunch of things happened this week. This week, I saw the trailer for the Spider-Man movie, for example. And I started watching it in bed. Foolish. I keep going in and out of the smart thing of just not having your phone in your bedroom, right? That's the smart thing. Then I had it in my bedroom again the past couple of weeks. I don't know why. So I'm there, I waken up and I'm like, I look at my phone like a moron. And I look at this Spider-Man trailer and I start to watch it and it's instantly annoys me. It's instantly just kind of like violently annoying. And then Hercules came running in doing an impression of Jocko and I turned it off and was like, that's much better. Hercules, my 5-year-old son, does a wonderful, wonderful Jocko impression. And he's just running around saying, good, at everything. Discipline equals freedom. Runs around. Something bad happens. Hey, Daddy, that's good. Why? Comes up with a reason. Hey, Dad, you die. Good. Why is that? Get to go to heaven. Huh. Nice. Yeah. Ooh, that works. How about that? Did you hear that? So we'll get to this. Tom, what did you think of the... I'm not saying the name, outrage. Anyway, yeah, Spider-Man. And yeah, this I can't believe we're at a situation where 3 Marvel movies are coming out this year, and I think I'm only going to watch one of them. I think Spider-Man, it seems, is done. Just done. What was the first bit in it that was like very annoying? The MJ character. There's a character called MJ who has replaced Peter's Mary Jane, who's Peter's girlfriend in the source material, shall we say. And they've just, in the comics, MJ was a soap star and a model and actress and a feisty, bad motherfucker, cool, hot creature. And in the film, she's a really annoying social justice warrior. And Peter's like, oh, you look pretty. And she's like, what? Does that mean I'd sarcastically, oh, do I now have value? And I'm like,
Akira the Dawn.
Anyway, you know, back in the day, I'd have tweeted something about that. I didn't tweet shit about that. I didn't even mention it till now, right? Because I've got my emotions in check. A lot of things I will only talk about on this broadcast because I trust you. You know, I feel this thing is like a sort of not quite private, but it feels like a personal thing, and I like you guys, and you know, going out there on Twitter and just like barking into the void, just throwing your shit around. I don't know, it just doesn't feel that useful because there's a million other people doing it, and it's not going to change anyone's mind or whatever. I could moan about how like Spider-Man movies are now being used to push a sort of poisonous anti-human agenda, but like, so what? What's that going to do? It's just going to add to the noise, and someone will disagree and someone else will agree, and blah 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 blah. Makes no difference, man. Like, whatever. And then what happened? Oh well, then the, what are they called? The the APA, American Psychological Association, is that? Put out their new guidelines on which basically just says that masculinity is inherently evil. What do you think? What? And like, this is scary shit because you're like, actually, people are going to take this seriously, and this is going to be used as like scientific validation for anti-human weirdos, like anti-human agendas. What the hell? This is serious, actually. This is, you know, maybe this is something that should be commented on. Then you're like, huh? Because here's the thing, right? You don't like feeding these epic level societal control-y trolls. That's what they want. So you don't feed the trolls. Everyone knows you don't feed the trolls. But at the same time, if people come out with these crazed anti-human statements from a level of some kind of authority, and if a regular person goes and looks at the comments, that's what tends to happen is a small fringe of crazed anti-human weirdos make a lot of noise. They're just noisy, you know, squeaky wheel gets the grease, baby. And these some squeaky wheels, and they're getting a lot of grease. They're greasy. That's why they're so greasy. They're drowning in grease because they're getting all the grease. God damn it. And regular people don't even know this is going on. But occasionally they'll like see an article or they'll see something and they'll go, oh, okay. And they'll have a look and they'll go, huh. And they'll read the comments to see what people think, to see what real people think. And that's where they'll tend to derive like what they think for the most part. Right, so if a regular person sees some crazy bullshit like this, and then they look at the comment section, and the comment section is all the people agreeing with it, even if their inherent reaction is to be like, that's crazy, they'll be like, oh, maybe I'm crazy. I think they call that gaslighting or something. It's like mass gaslighting. So in these sorts of instances, it's important to have voices of reason. And one thing that's been kind of pleasing me lately is on places like Twitter, a lot of this anti-human garbage, the comments of it will just be like 95% people laughing at them saying, this is anti-human garbage, what is wrong with you, lol. Phew, you think, phew. So in the instance of that thing, I felt it was necessary for me to add something just for those people. So I left a comment saying something like, ding dong, you're wrong. And that was about as much as I did on it. Like, you know, like, but my feed for the week was people screaming about that. You know, I don't know how helpful that was. And then just a few days later, by crazed coincidence, I mean, all these people coming to these conclusions completely independently, amazing. Gillette released their advert. And I knew, you know, I didn't watch it before I'd added it. I knew what my opinion was before watching it because its message, it said it in the description of the video, was like, you know, boys will be boys is not acceptable. No. The best a man can get, we can be better or some shit. Like, yo, I don't like being like morally, I don't like being spoken down to or lectured by fucking razor blades. What the hell? What is this? This weird contemporary thing of products and companies having social media accounts and adopting. They all talk like Joss Whedon. I mean, Joss Whedon, Buffy was dope, man, but Joss Whedon has had a cursed effect on the culture. He really has. All the people that really are really annoying on social media, Burger King, you know, whatever social justice account you want to mention, they all talk in the same way, and the way they talk is like a Buffy script. They all talk like a Buffy script in this annoying, slightly sarcastic, sort of like jokey but not funny, condescending way in which nobody actually speaks in real life. You never hear that on the street, but it's the way these freaks write. And if I've got a Gillette, if I've got a razor blade company talking like that, like, you know, that's a sign to just like walk away. And that was my initial reaction, just like, oh god. And the initial reaction is kind of one of amusement, like, get woke, go broke. All right, haha, ding dong, bye bye. Like, you've just alienated your entire customer base. Unless Gillette's whole master plan is to just like become the dominant razor for women and people who eat too much soy. God damn it. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, in case you missed it, I'm sure you didn't, but maybe you did. Maybe you're sane. Anyway, yes, Gillette did this advert, and the advert was basically saying, men need to do better. Toxic masculinity. Masculinity has plagued our society for too long. Rub, 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 rub. Rub, 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 rub. And, you know, it's really ghastly and creepy and just kind of gross in that way that adverts are, and insincere. It has a really awful bit in it. It goes through all these things like rape, bullying, rah, rah, rah. And then it's got two kids wrestling and their parents come and tell them off, and their parents apparently woke and good. You're like, yo, that's evil. That's actually evil. Kids need to wrestle. That's a very, like, wrestling. If you ever been anywhere near a playground or hung around boys, what boys do the second they get any opportunity is wrestle. And they need to wrestle. It's very important that they wrestle. It's like how you work out your boundaries. It's how you work out what you are. It's also kind of like excitable cuddling, you know. And but it's like a very, very integral part of learning what you are as a human creature if you're a boy, right? And these crazy people are trying to take that away. Like, yo. There's a lot of things you motherfuckers do that we'll kind of accept because we live in a society and we all need to get along, all right? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, I can't think of it, but whatever. But that will not stand. That will not stand. You will not. How dare you, yo? Who do you think you are, Gillette? You motherfucker. You had one job, right? You had one job, and that was to keep people who don't want beards cold. That's the other thing, man. Just grow a beard. Just fuck these people and grow a beard. God damn it. But yeah, that happened. And anyway, my kind of point on this, though, is like, this kind of thing can send you into apoplexy. This thing can trigger all of your stuff. Rub, 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 and you can fly into a rage. But that's obviously, they must want that. They must. Why else would they do these things? One, that there's major societal programming going on, and they're ramping it up really, really fast for the reasons of, you know, them having lost control of the narrative to the point that the Trump presidency and Brexit and a bunch of other things happened, which were obviously not things that were part of the grand plan or whatever. So you know, they're just going all in on all this creepy stuff. So we do have to fight the creepy stuff, but also we can't be just falling into these outrage traps. We can't be falling into these outrage pits. We can't be allowing this stuff to take over our lives and poison our daily discourse and poison our relationships with our friends and our families and each other, which is happening all over the place. We can't allow that to happen. That's how they win. All right, so what can we do? Right? I'm a practical person. I'm a practical guy. You know, I want solutions. I want, you know, it's all well and good being aware of these things, but what can we do, brothers and sisters? And before I tell you what I think, I'd like to ask you, what do you think? What do you think? Landy Lodge says rough and tumble play is a profound part of childhood development. It's so necessary. And kids don't have it, are fucked, man. Like, oh, man. All of this stuff that they're saying right now is basically will lead to more of what they say they don't want. What's that tweet? I've been saying this for a long time. The problem is not masculinity. The problem is a lack of masculinity. The problem is a generation or two of boys who never learned how to become men. That's the problem, right? And so I saw a tweet. Someone had sort of broken this down a bit more. I saw the other day, it was getting passed around a lot. Something like, you know, over 50% of boys are raised without fathers. 70% of teachers are female. Maybe the problem isn't masculinity at all. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. It was pissing it down with rain earlier. I'm walking along and there's a manhole, and the manhole pops open and a guy comes out of it. He's got his fluorescent stuff, and he's in there and he's working in his manhole in the rain. It's like, there's masculinity. And he had a smile, man. He was like, how you doing? There's masculinity, just doing a hard job for the good, for the better good of society and everybody else, with a smile on your face. God damn it. Love that man. I love that man. Magulags LLC says, here in the USA, male masculinity revolves around machismo. I always wondered how to pronounce that. Do you think so? That's not my experience. But anyway, James Atkins. I think a bit of nuance is what everybody needs. Getting upset over the Gillette ad is a waste of valuable energy. There are some good messages and some shitty messages in the ad. I would agree with the valuable energy bit, because you only have so much, and is your energy best spent being annoyed about an advert? Probably not. Probably not. I would personally say that any so-called good messages in that advert were completely outweighed by the evil message and messages. And also the idea that cognizant human males need a Gillette advert to tell them not to sexually harass, rape, or bully is insulting. And if there is somebody out there who changed their evil ways because of this advert, I would be so bamboozled that the whole of my head might turn inside out and sprout wings and fly off into the fucking sun. God damn it. Yeah, aren't you from New Zealand? Have you ever been to prison? What? Is that to me? James Atkins, I'm heavily critical of the ad, but I don't want Gillette to steal any of my valuable time by thinking about it for too long. Yes, exactly. This is really the crux of the thing, man. And like I was saying, it's like there is this balance. We have a balance and a responsibility. We have a responsibility to our fellow humans who aren't paying attention in the way that we are, perhaps, or whatever it is. We have a responsibility to them to not be bamboozled into thinking that this creepy stuff is normal or acceptable. We have a responsibility, but we also have a responsibility to the same people and to ourselves to not allow our energy to be harvested in a vampiric fashion, to allow ourselves to be deviated from the true path that we may be on or are on. To not have our valuable powers siphoned off into their weird little corridors. We must not. No, we must not. So what I propose, well, here's the thing I do now with regards to, say, Twitter. I'll compose a tweet, then I'll save it to drafts, and I'll leave it for a few hours. If in a few hours it still seems useful, then post. And as with regards to anything that brings such a reaction from you, the first thing you might want to do is look inside. Well, first thing, like I say, like, try and be back. Try and exist at the back of the brain. And be witnessing. Remember that you are not your thoughts. You are that which observes those thoughts. Similarly, you are not your emotions. You are that which is aware of those emotions. And you are not your outrage. You are that which notices that outrage. So notice the outrage and then say, okay, what does this mean? Why do I feel this way? And then look at the source. What might their motives be? And so on and so forth. Q bono. Who benefits? And, who, what, where, when, why? Who, what, where, when, why? Is that a thing? Should be. Who, what, where, when, why? So, like, who is saying this thing? What is the context? Why might they be saying it? Where is it being said? Context. Consider all these things before you allow yourself to commit to any kind of feeling or any kind of opinion, perhaps, or stance on a thing of this nature. And look, there's things like this every day now. So you could be getting outraged every day. You could be getting upset every day. You could be going to war for the culture every day. You could be doing that, man. And it's hard, and smarter men than I have greater difficulty than I. Our good friend, the esteemed Dr. Peterson, battles with this in a massive way. This is one of his major, internal wars. It's like how, I'm smart man, read billion things, working out why people do fucked up stuff to each other and how to stop that happening. But at the same time, all this stuff's going on right now, and I know what it means, and and I could be getting really deeply embroiled in that. But is that deviating me from my true course of helping people not get into these situations in the first place? Holy shit, dude, it's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard. But the key, and it's like, okay, what do I do? What can I do? Should I be retweeting more of this stuff? Should I be taking a firmer stance? Should I be getting involved in more in should I be putting more things in more comment sessions, saying what I think? Or should I be stating what or this, that, and the other? And it's like, oh no, wait, Don, wait. Don, you're doing it already. You're already doing what you said you were going to do. You're doing the best thing you can. You're using the skills that you've amassed over the course of your life to put together amazing records to help people with these very problems.
Anywhere with anything on it, what would it say and why?
One of my my mantra is a very simple one. Discipline equals freedom.
Discipline equals freedom, 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 equals discipline equals freedom, 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 freedom. The answer is discipline.
The answer is discipline. The answer is discipline, brothers and sisters. That's the truth. The answer is discipline. The answer is making yourself the best version of you. The answer is being that which you wish to see manifest in the world. The answer is be the example of true femininity and true masculinity. It means be the best father, husband, son, brother, wife, sister, daughter, homie, cousin-in-law you can be. That's what it means. It doesn't mean getting into arguments. Doesn't mean running around screaming about things. Doesn't mean being terrified that social engineers are going to destroy everything. It means be the best you and teach and help everyone around you to be the best them with whatever it is that you have to do so. Whatever skill you have, whatever talent you have, whatever love you have, whatever you have. Make the most of that gift, that blessing, that thing that you have, whatever it is. You're good at juggling, then use that juggling for the greater good of mankind, God damn it. With great power comes great responsibility, and we all have great power, and we all have a great responsibility, and that responsibility is to ourselves, to our ancestors, and to those that come after us. We need to be thinking multi-generationally, Ali. Not just about us now, not just about next week. When you're making your 2019, how can I get all the stuff? Don't just think about 2019. What about 2020? What about 2055? We're still going to be here, you and me. Yes, we are. What about after that? We might be dead, but our son's going to be around. Our daughters is going to be around. Our nephews and nieces and great-great-grandkids. What effect is what you're doing today going to have on those motherfuckers 50, 60, 100, 300 years down the line? We're in this for the long haul, God damn it. That's the whole point of us. That's why we're here, to keep being here. All of us as a species, as this most incredible species that happens to have thumbs and make spaceships, right? That's what we're here for. We're here to go to Mars and beyond and keep going. All right. And we're not going to do that if we're spending all our days getting stressed out about stupid shit on Twitter, like flipping shaving adverts. God damn it. And yeah, that might be like a microcosm of a larger problem and this, that, and the other. But we've got way bigger problems than that, bucko. Yes, we do. And we need to overcome these problems. And the only way we're going to overcome these problems is by making us into the best versions of ourselves and giving that to our children and our neighbors and their children and their children and their neighbors and all those people, and boldly going forward into new unexplored realms. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. And we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. All right. We just need to be disciplined. We need to be aware, right? And we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention to ourselves and everything else. All right. And I think if we do that, we'll be okay. That's what I think. I think we're going to be flipping groovy. I think we're going to be wonderful. And yeah, I'm gonna water my plant. Right? I'm going to water this plant. Yes, I am. And it's nearly the end of this broadcast. How did that happen? That just whooshed by. That just whooshed by. My goodness. How did that happen? Well, anyway, yeah, I love you guys. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How is everybody out there? What's going on? Wave Riders assemble. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like. Yeah. Jose Andre. Hi, Akira. You know what? In the playlist Spotify gives you with your most listened songs in 2018, you were in 5 themes of that list. Nice. Nice. Spotify is a good place, man. I love Spotify. We have 67,000 monthly listeners on Spotify right now, and that's just growing, so that's wonderful. Shouts out to everyone who's listening to this music on Spotify. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Jocko album next week. Jocko album next week. It's going to be on Spotify. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's going to be everywhere where you can hear music. Yes, it is. And then we're going straight into the next project and straight into the next project, and we're not stopping, brothers and sisters. We're not stopping because we recognize we. And when I say we, I'm not talking about the royal we. I'm saying we, the flipping wave, the world of wave, the temple of wave. I'm talking about the dynasty, the Don dynasty. Myself, my wife, my kid, all of you guys that are paying attention and working together. We're working on this together, and we recognize this opportunity and this moment in time. It's a powerful, special, one-off moment in time. This is an incredible opportunity. Yes, it is, and we are going to take that opportunity by the balls. Yes, we are. And if that's like some kind of negative aspect of masculinity, well, I don't care, because fuck that shit. That's just weirdo nonsense. We don't need that weirdo nonsense in our world. All right? I already said how I feel in this situation. Go forth and be mighty. Go forth and be mighty. That's the best thing you can do. It's the only thing you can do. We're counting on you to do that. All right? That's what we need you to do. Go forth and be mighty. Do that. Do it. And yeah, let's pray. How's about that? Let us pray. Let us pray. Okay, our Father, who art in that heavenly ocean, hallowed be thy wave. Thy kingdom is dope. It's a very nice kingdom to be a part of. I would like to right now say a big shouts out to everybody locked in. And yeah, glad to have you here. It's a beautiful thing. Welcome anyone new in the building. Nice to have you here. If you've never been here before, just reach out to the left and touch the person to your left, and just give them a little pat, just to let them know that you're there, you exist, and they'll be very glad about that, because we're all very glad that you exist. Yes, we are. But it's true. This is the Church of Meaning, and yeah, just like very, very grateful, very, very grateful to the ancestors. Very grateful to the ancestors. Thinking about my brummy grandfather today, I found out that my mum found a box of letters, and he wrote a diary for 13 years. Oh my God, I'm so excited to read that. I am so excited to read that. You know, he worked in a mine. He fought in a war. He shot a donkey. Shouts out to him and all his homies. Shouts out to all those men who died. Shouts out to all the women, like my nan. You know, she was like running stuff back home. She was like running stuff in the army camps back home and stuff, like running around on a bicycle, like sorting out provisions and things. Crazy. And shouts out to all those guys down manholes, man. Shouts out to all the men doing horrible jobs that nobody wants to do, right? But they're doing them, and they're doing them with a smile on their face, and they're doing them well. All right, shouts out to those guys. Thank you for those guys. I would like to thank you for this beautiful microphone. Thank you for this beautiful microphone with which I can communicate with all my friends across the world and not spread outrage, but spread gratitude for all that you have bestowed on us. You bad motherfucker, you. Bless up. Blah. Amen. Yes. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. This is the Church of Meaning, and yeah, I am the Pope of Dope, and I come with a message of hope. And that message is, if you commit to being the best version of yourself you can be, if you do that, and 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 you do that, guess what? It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. In fact, it's going to be better than all right. It's going to be better than Star Trek. That's what's up. That's what's up. We can have better than Star Trek. How about that? That's what I'm going for. That's what I think we should all go for. And yeah, thank you for being here. This is the Church of Meaning. We'll be back next week. Join the Discord, join the Patreon, join the subscribe star, smash that like button. Enjoy the music wherever you would like to listen to music, be it YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, whatever. It's there. There's a lot more coming. Hold tight for that Jocko album. You can pre-order the Jocko album on Bandcamp now if you like to have downloaded amazing quality digital recordings on the Akira the Don Bandcamp. You can pre-order the album. The album is called The Path. And it was 14 tracks. It's now 15, I believe. I added another one. You're going to love it. It's great. So yeah, enjoy. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you bad motherfuckers. Bless up YouTube hero Alex. Thank you for helping out. Thank you everyone that's helping out with the wave. If you want to help out with stuff, you can DM on the Discord. Yes, you can. It's true. And yeah, that's that. We out of here. Bless the fuck up. Peace.